Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's January the 7th, and this is my first update on the 2026 State Superintendent of Schools race on the Democratic primary this year. I'm a retired teacher. I was a teacher in Catoosa County for 24 years, and so State Superintendent of Schools has always been a little more important to me. This is the first time the elections happened that I wasn't actually teaching in a while, so I'm a little more backed away from the race this year than I typically have been. For the last 12 years, Georgia's had the same state superintendent, Richard Woods. He's a Republican. He's running again for his fourth term. In statewide offices outside of the governor, people can run for multiple terms. The governor is term limited, but everybody else is not. As far as I know, everybody else is not. State superintendent obviously is not. So he's running again, but he also has, I think, two Republican primary challengers. So he's not running unopposed on the Republican side this time. And on the Democratic side, we now have three candidates. Let me go ahead and share my screen here and get to where I can show you. Uh, here. Let me go to this one first. Okay. So again, these two websites I'm showing you, as in the other intro videos or summary videos, they're from the Georgia Finance System, the Georgia Ethics Committee websites. There's an old one, which is what we're looking at right now. They're transitioning over to a new one, but right now I have to kind of look at both of them to get all the candidates. You can see here under the old one that, here's Richard Woods, who's the incumbent. Trammell is definitely a Republican run against him. And I think Maynor is. I don't know about these other two. They may actually be more than two candidates running against him. I'm not sure yet. There could be as many as four. You see the one Democrat listed here is Otha Thornton, who was the first Democratic candidate to come out. Most of the candidates here on this side are going to show up zero unless they've been in politics for a while somewhere else, because nobody's done a filing since, probably before most of them actually did their declaration of intent. So right now you can't really tell a lot from money on any of these races. So after, I think, the end of this month, January, that's when the next filings due. So you'll probably see updated figures, and I'll give you a better idea who's raising more money, that sort of thing. Now the newer websites here, and on it you see that there are two Democratic candidates, Lydia Powell and Anton Anthony. Both Lydia and Anton have been state school superintendents in counties in Georgia. Otha Thornton, the other one I looked at just a minute ago, has been head of the state PTA. They've all got education experience. That's not a problem with any of them. And Otha Thornton has run for office before. I'm not sure, other than local office, if Ms. Powell or Mr. Anthony have done so as of yet. So those are the three candidates we have as of January the 7th. Again, with an incumbent, I seriously doubt Mr. Woods will lose the Republican primary. And I have to say, Richard Woods has not been, he's not what you would call a strident ideologue of any kind. He's pretty much right down the middle. He hasn't really offended a lot of people by anything he's done. He hasn't really sometimes been as active and as upfront as he needs to be on certain issues to protect teachers. Of course, being a Republican, they tend to be much more dismissive of teacher associations like the Georgia Association of Educators or the American Federation of Teachers or PAGE is the uh, uh, the other teacher association in Georgia. Democrats tend to be much more pro-union, pro-association. But that also depends. At the state level, you don't get as much ideology and attention poured into things, so you can't always go by that necessarily, what party they are and how they stand on that. But right now, as of right now, there are, I think, at least three, if not five, Republican contenders in the primary challenging Richard Woods, the incumbent, and there are three Democratic uh, contenders on our side vying to be the candidate for November. So that's pretty much all I got for this one right now. We'll keep an eye on it. I think maybe there might be one or two more candidates, but it's getting to the point now where I think it's going to be kind of filled up. So I'll let you know if there's any other candidates come out or when the filings have come out. We'll take a look at the numbers. But for now, that's how the race stands. So, and I'll thank you guys for listening.